Good evening and warm welcome to the State of Business on Now Television. I'm Chamod Fernando. Let's have a look at the headlines first. President highlights the importance of catalyzing the tourism industry. Immediate steps will be taken to purchase rice from farmers, Subject Minister stresses. President Ranil Wickremesinghe highlighted that the tourism industry stands as the paramount sector capable of swiftly advancing the country's economic objectives. The President said this addressing the audience at the inauguration of the Hilton Yacht Resort on Sunday.
අද මේ හෝටලේ විවෘත කරන්නේ මෙහි එන සංචාරකයන්ට ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම ඩොලර් 500ට වඩා අය කරන පදනම උඩ. ඒක 1000කට යයි කියලා මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. මොකද අපිට කාරණා දෙකක් තියෙනවා. එකක් තියෙන්නේ අපිට එන සංචාරක ප්‍රමාණය දෙගුණයක් කරන්න. සංචාරක ව්‍යාපාරයෙන් ලබන මුදල් 4 ගුණයකින් 5 ගුණයකින් වැඩි කරන්න. 1981 මම විශේෂයෙන්ම මාලදීවන්ට ගිය අවස්ථාවේදී මාලදීවනේ ලැබුණේ ආදායම සංචාරකයන් ඩොලර් 25යි. අපිට වඩා අඩු සංඛ්‍යාවක් හිටියේ. 25000ද විතර හිටියා. අද මාලදීවනේට එන්නේ අපිට හා සමාන සංඛ්‍යාවක්. ලක්ෂ 25ක්. අපි එක සංචාරකයෙක්ගෙන් ඩොලර් 200ක් විතර අය කරගන්නවා. මාලදීවයිනේ ඩොලර් 700ක් අය කරගන්නවා. දැන් අපිට දියුණු කරන්න මාර්ග දෙකක් සංඛ්‍යාව වැඩි කරන්න ඒ වගේම මිල වැඩි කරගන්න. මම විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ ආණ්ඩුව බාර අරගෙන ආර්ථිකය කැඩිලා තිබුණේ අවස්ථාවකදී මේ අපිට තිබුණේ ණය උගුලෙන් පිට වෙන එක විතරක් නෙමෙයි අලුතෙන් ආදායම් මාර්ග ලබා ගන්න. කර්මාන්ත ශාලා දාන්න අනික් වැඩ කටයුතු කරන්න කෘෂි කර්මය කරන්න කල් යනවා. ඒ සංචාරක ව්‍යාපාරයෙන් අපිට ශීඝ්‍රයෙන් ඒ සංඛ්‍යාව ලබා දෙන්න පුළුවන්.
The President also envisioned the development of the Yala area as a unified tourism destination in cooperation nearby regions like Udawalawa to drive progress and further enhance the tourism experience in the region.
We should also promote Yala. We'll introduce the Great Yala. Why are you going to call these places Udawalawa, Kumana and all? These are all connected. And the elephant passage from Udawalawa will take you up to Kumana. So let's brand this as Greater Yala and make it Greater Yala for all promotional activities. So why only have luxury hotels here? You can have some near, I am sure, just outside Kumana. Before Arugambe, we can find some land for another set. Somewhere in Udawalawe, somewhere in Lunugangwera, where people can also access those who want to. Kataragama Shrine. So these are places. Why don't we develop? And I'm asking the minister, together with the Minister of Wildlife and Conservation, as well as the officials of those two ministries, to come up with the Greater Yala concept. I don't think we should stop there. If you take Galloya, Maduroya, Somawatiya, Minneriya, and Vaskamo, you'll have another unique brand. So just have two brands and Vilpattu, which can stand on its own. And certainly, why don't you get into a yacht in Colombo, come to Putlam Bay, spend a day or two at Vilpattu and get back. So you'll have some wildlife reserves which will be different from what you can get in other places. India has, Nepal has, but we have to make this different and we have to make it exceptional. So those will be the work that we will carry on ahead together with the other developments that is taking place in the tourism industry.
Sri Lanka Agripreneurs Forum, the premier forum for agribusiness in Sri Lanka, successfully held its annual general meeting on the 16th of August at the Institute of Engineers, Sri Lanka, Colombo 7. The AGM saw the participation of key stakeholders of the agri-sector, including private companies, state agencies, NGOs, international organizations, and agri-academics. In view of the exceptional work done towards the growth of the organization, Chairman Rizvi Zahid was reappointed for another term as chairperson. Dr. Selvanathan Anojan and Kulendran Shivaram remain as secretary and treasurer respectively. The executive committee of the year consists of Andra Veerakorn, Jayantha Rajapaksha, Parakrama Jayasinghe, Kavinda Disanayaka, Charaka Pereira and Visal Pereira. The association introduced the individual membership category, which is offered free of charge, and regional chapters of the association. The chairperson stated that the association is looking to grow in the years to come and sought the support of all members to ensure that. SLAF calls upon all interested agri-stakeholders to join its thriving membership and to contribute to the development of the Sri Lankan agribusiness sector. Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break.
IWS Aviation.
Welcome back. The Minister of Agriculture, Mahinda Amaraveera, stated that immediate steps will be taken to solve the problems that have arisen in purchasing paddy from farmers. The minister stated this at the meeting of the Ministerial Consecutive Committee on Agriculture held in Parliament recently. The minister stated that since the Paddy Marketing Board has not allocated enough money for the purchase of paddy, paddy has been purchased with the money received from the Treasury. The minister said, in light of this situation, the farmers are not interested in selling paddy due to not getting the expected price. The minister pointed out that even if rice is purchased at the minimum price fixed for the purchase of paddy, the Paddy Marketing Board will have to sell rice at a lower price. Given the situation, he informed that steps will be taken to solve the problems related to the purchase of paddy through discussion with the relevant parties. The minister also said that at the meeting held to decide on the season, he will focus on deciding the start date of the season in general. The minister further mentioned that attention has been paid to issuing a public announcement about the start date of the season so as to affect the entire island. Furthermore, the minister pointed out that the price of eggs is high due to the decrease in egg production and that prices may decrease due to the gradual increase in production. Minister of Plantation Industries Ramesh Pathirana, various other state ministers and members of parliamentarians were present at the committee meeting. The Colombo International Theatre Festival will be held from the 25th to the 30th of this month at the Elphinstone Theatre Colombo. The 2023 edition of Colombo International Theatre Festival aims to promote cultural values and other aspects of tourism in the country through theatre. The Colombo International Theatre Festival is an annual event hosted by Interact Art. Actors and actresses from India, Tunisia, Spain, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Poland and Romania will take part in the festival. The plays that will be performed at the festival are Two Dying Scenes, Lyric Dragonfly, Equal Feelings, The Tire, Paradox and Don't Revenge Us. On the final day of the festival, international and local judges will select and award the winners. The Colombo International Theatre Festival aims to create a bridge between Sri Lanka and the rest of the world in terms of theatre. According to the festival director M. Safir, this is one of the biggest opportunities for theatre activities around the world to come together and perform in Sri Lanka. The festival director said that this gathering will foster meaningful collaborations and facilitate the exchange of ideas among artists and art enthusiasts from various backgrounds. The festival director also said that proper recognition should be given to the transformative power of act in our lives.
අපි දැන් වසර 10ක් වැඩමුළු පවත්වනවා. දැන් මේ අලුත් නාට්‍යකරුවන් බිහි වෙමින් යනවා. මේ අපිට නොපෙනෙන දේවල් මේ උත්පත්තිය ඇතුලේ ගොඩක් සිද්ධ වෙනවා. අපිට දකිනවා සමහරක් තරඟවලට ගියාම දැන් නාට්‍ය වෙනස් වෙලා, තාක්ෂණය වෙනස් වෙලා, රංග ශිල්ප ක්‍රම වෙනස් වෙලා. ඒව වෙනවා. දැන් දශකයක් කියන ලොකු කාලයක්. මේ සියල්ල වෙනවා. තව මේක වෙන්න ඕනේ සිහිනය සතියක නාට්‍ය උල්ල එකම සතියේ ලංකාවේ දිස්ත්‍රික්ක 7ක පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන් වුණා නම් අපි මාර රටක් වෙයි කියලා තමයි මට හිතෙන්නේ.
Theatre critic and practitioner Dr. Ajay Joshi said that theatre holds far more value than just the artistic expression and that theatre has potential to generate much needed wealth and job opportunities and have an overall economic impact on a country. Dr. Ajay Joshi said this speaking to the journalist about the Colombo International Theatre Festival in Colombo yesterday.
Generally, there's always a question that will theatre really make a difference in anyone's life? What if you're not watching theatre? What if you're not seeing theatre? And I think back home, when I am teaching students, and I always say that it's unimaginable the kind of impact theatre can have at all fronts. So just look for a simple example. If you look at whether it will impact people's lives, whether it will impact their way of living, their attitude towards the arts, and so on and so forth, and you realize that if you look at the structure of theatre, it is not just about having a script, having a story which is being told through performance, but there's a whole machinery that works behind it. There are people, there are technicians, there are videographers, there are so many different agencies, and you are also generating money, you're generating resources, you're generating work opportunities, and definitely I think on a very, very larger scale, these little ripples that happen, but if they all collectively, if you see them, they're going to make a huge impact on the economy largely for that particular country. And I think it's very important that these activities should continue, and for which I really from the bottom of my heart wish the Colombo International Theatre Festival, which now has become a global name.
Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The all share price index dropped 59.47 points to close at 11,279.03, and the S&P SL 20 dropped 34.14 points to close at 3,204.26. The turnover was 2.9 billion rupees and over 80 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe our channel on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook.